Well, this Filipino Canadian found online fame posting witty parody songs on Pinoy culture. These days, Mikey Bustos is also dabbling in acting over in Hollywood. We find out more from Mikey, who joins us now live in the studio. Mikey, great to have you with us.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be here.
Well, the last time we saw each other was at an airline lounge about 5 years ago.
Yeah, we keep running into each other.
And of course, via Zoom during the pandemic. My goodness. You know, I know a lot of people who just have one YouTube channel, but you have 3 YouTube channels and more than 1 million. But the biggest one is your Ants Canada.
Yes.
5 million.
Yeah, almost 5 million. Not quite at 5 million yet soon.
What kind of market is that for ants?
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Most of the people who watch the Ant channel are people who are just curious about ants and aren't particularly passionate about insects. But I narrate it in such a way that it's storytelling, so anyone can relate. And it's a lot of fun.
That's really important, right? You can feature ants, you can feature all kinds of animals. But if you don't grab your audience's intent, then definitely you will not gain the viewers. And you have a parody channel, more than 1.3 million.
Yes, most people here in the Philippines know about my Filipino comedy channel, which is Filipino parodies. So I parody Freddie Mercury or Disney songs, but I turn it into a Filipino sort of educational song.
Yeah, and your third channel is a personal channel.
Yes, my third channel is, it used to be a daily vlog, but now it's just 3 vlogs a week. But they're 1 hour long. So if you guys ever go watch that channel, get some popcorn and food.
Popcorn and food, and of
it's
course,
like watching a movie.
And of course, recently I've been watching over the past couple of years, you and your partner RJ were building your home in Cavite.
Right. Yeah, we just finished building our home, Rico, last month. And it's been a 5-year journey, and just we're so happy and grateful.
And how do you divide your time between these 3 channels, coming up with the Ants Canada, your parody channel, and your personal channel?
Yeah, well, it helps to have a good team. So for my vlog channel, I have one editor who I just send all the footage to. She edits that. Her name is Jaya. And then Ants Canada channel, I do all myself. So I have the whole week to work on that. And then when I have time to do parodies, I usually have a cameraman and me and the cameraman just edit together. It takes a lot of planning, Rico. It's hard to explain. It's in my blood now to be organized, so.
Because you were one of the first movers, one of the first Filipino movers, especially in YouTube. You've been there now for more than a decade.
Yeah, it's been incredible. I think I started 2009, so 14 years ago.
14 years. And you really just have to keep the interest of your viewer tuned in to your channels.
You know what? Content rules, no matter what. It's always number 1 on YouTube, and it's definitely one of my secrets, I guess.
Okay, for Ants Canada, how many times a week do you come up with new content?
For that, I upload once a week. High prod video, and it's actually a mini movie. So go check that out, guys. It's a black hole, by the way. You'll watch one and you'll be sucked into the other.
Oh my God.
And then I have the parodies. I upload those whenever I have time. And then the daily vlogs, I vlog daily and edit them into videos 3 times a week.
But where do you really get the energy, the inspiration to sustain this vlogging for 14 years now?
Well, I think at the heart of all 3 of those channels, even though they're all different, it's storytelling. And I love storytelling, and I love educating as well. So, you know, the Ant channel, even though it's a story channel, it's also a science communication channel. I love education and storytelling and putting those together. And that's just keeps me going. I love doing it. It doesn't feel like work.
You should be a reporter. You should be a correspondent.
I'll never be as good as you, though. I'll leave that to people like you.
So, okay, you started off with YouTube 14 years ago. Have you also branched out into the other social media platforms?
Yes. All the platforms are useful to me. As a social media person, I use all. So Instagram, I use Facebook. They recently opened Threads, which is the new Twitter.
Of Meta.
Twitter. Yeah, so, you know, it's there's a use and a place for each platform.
And of course, you've been able to monetize your popularity because of
My
YouTube.
popularity? Well, okay, monetize, yes.
Monetize. But what would be the next big platform after YouTube? Especially for our viewers right now who are just thinking of getting into social media, like myself.
Well, I know there's a lot of platforms to choose from, and it really depends on what content you want to upload. Like, I find short form content is good for, well, TikTok, right, is one for short form. For earning, though, for earning power, YouTube still is the king above all platforms. But there are other ways to earn other than views. You can also, for example, get brand endorsements. That's one
partnerships, right?
Partnerships,
yeah. You must be receiving so many calls on a daily basis for partnerships and collaborations.
Speaking of partnerships, my boyfriend RJ handles all the administrative stuff, so he's the one answering all the emails.
So at least you can just focus on the content and the storytelling, which is the most important thing.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, like in terms of scheduling, it really helps to have at least one other person or more to help you. And for me, RJ, all you're watching out there, RJ has been my partner, by the way. He's been so monumental in our success together on YouTube.
But what kind of challenges do you face? I'm sure it's not all a bed of roses. It's not all good, right?
It's not. And you know, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Running 3 channels is tough. Running 1 channel is tough.
Yeah.
I usually have a breakdown and a creative mental block once a year. I burn out once a year. And when those times come, I take a break and I just like detach for a couple of days.
So when you
relax,
when you burn out with ideas for your YouTube, then you go to the US and tape a Hollywood project. Right?
Good segment. Yes, I've been doing a lot of projects lately outside of YouTube. One of which is a Hollywood project, correct?
I just want to take a break from the burnout. Go to Hollywood and film a series.
You know, film is so different from YouTube, from what I've discovered, but it's still storytelling and education in a way. The series I was asked to be part of by a production company in Hollywood called Electric Entertainment is called Almost Paradise. They're actually on season 2. This is season 2.
Right.
I was asked to be a guest star on 2 episodes. It's really interesting because it promotes the Philippines. The story takes place in Cebu.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
but where was it filmed?
Main star, it's filmed in Cebu. So we all filmed in Cebu. A lot of the actors and production came from the US to Cebu to film. It's just
wonderful, promoting our tourism destinations.
Exactly. It's a really cutting edge show. Finally, Filipinos can get the spotlight in Hollywood. And we're all looking forward to its launch. It launches on Amazon Freevee in the US and the UK, and then later worldwide on July the 21st.
Wow, global premiere on July the 21st. It really fits into your image, Mikey, because you love to promote the Philippines.
I do.
The tourism destinations and its culture. But tell us about your character in Almost Paradise. Almost Paradise, is that a song of Phil Collins?
Yeah, it is a song about Phil Collins, isn't it?
Reno.
Reno, yes, correct. It's, I don't know if I'm allowed to reveal yet, but I can't even reveal if I'm a bad guy or a good guy. But just know that the story and the writing of this show is awesome, excellent. And it actually also fits under the comedy category too. So there's comedy in it, a lot of action scenes. The show fits under the category of crime and like CSI meets... It's hard to explain it.
Just watch out for it.
Lots of action scenes.
But will it be seen here on Amazon Prime? That's the big question.
I believe the Filipinos will be able to see it at some point. I'm just unsure where. But, you know, it will definitely air worldwide, like outside of the Philippines, definitely in the US and in the UK first.
Wow. Congratulations. And we're really very proud of you, Mikey.
Thank you.
But of course, for our viewers out there who want to get into vlogging, who want to get into short form video or long form video, like an hour that you do in some of your vlogs, what is your advice to them? Should they just do all kinds of topics, or should they just focus on what they're good at?
Yeah, you can do either. One of my channels was very focused, the Ants Canada channel, very focused from the beginning. And my comedy channel was very random until one video went viral and I just kept doing that. So it's really up to you. If you have a great idea that you think will do well and contribute to the YouTube ecosystem, go for it. If not, just vlog anything and see what sticks. And your audience will find you. As long as you're passionate about it, it will work.
Watch Mikey Bustos on his 3 YouTube channels.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word.
Rico.
You really make the country proud. Thank you very much.
I'm honored.
YouTube content creator Mikey Bustos.